stretches to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's caught. It's Walker.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sideline. It's Caldwell. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Listen, if you're a defender, you gave up the completion, and that stinks. You don't want to do that. You don't want to give up yards. But if you do, you want to take a chunk out of the quarterback's hiney. Great job hitting him.
Going for it all. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to surge it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
And in the prayer, he says, we're going to do a breakdown this when it comes out. He says, I'm going to inherit I want my threads to continue so I can see my muscle. The idea there is thread. We have these threads of universes and tree life, and that was kind of Loki. And
bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return.
So, Colton, I know we have a video coming out soon about what it looks like Doom's plan. I don't really want to talk about that aspect yet because I want to save it for the video. We did see Steve Rogers has a child, Thor has a child, the actual Tony Stark has a child. Doom's already been talking to Franklin Richards, so a lot of people have drawn conclusions that Doom's plan revolves around all these superpowered kids. The thing is, Love isn't just superpowered. She's like the spiritual daughter of the embodiment of the universe. So it seems like there's a lot there that they can want. You want to give us a little teaser about what you're working on here for Doom's plan?
Well, we've got
why Doom likes kids so much?
We've got a real recurring theme here, I think, in the multiverse saga, and I know it can be sometimes difficult to pinpoint exactly what that is, but I think it's one about legacy. We're seeing them pull on the nostalgia strings of pre-MCU stuff, but they're also starting to pull on the nostalgia strings of themselves. They're pulling on the nostalgia strings for the Infinity Saga, and I think that's what we're seeing with the Steve Rogers teaser. Now they're going to do Thor. I think in all likelihood, the next one's probably a RDJ Doom one, and then we get a full-blown teaser trailer. And I think by showing our heroes as two heroes and then RDJ as the villain, I think showing them as fathers and talking about their legacy, bringing in kids. I don't want to get too into what I think's happening. I'll save that for the video, but I think that's going to be a big part of the story and the regrets that Doom might have for the sacrifice that we saw Tony make in game, making it to where Steve is now able to go have this life and have a kid. Thor is able to go have this life and have a kid. Everyone is getting their happy ending, except the guy that gave them all up. to give them that happy ending. So I think they've really got something cool brewing with these teasers, and yeah, I'm excited to see what they put out next. And I really hope that Loki is in the Thor teaser. I've only heard that his name is in it, but I hope they show him. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to get
The Dogs, after ripping off that
I'll get to
huge
Loki
run,
in
let's
just
see
a
if they can
second
do it
and what
again.
we think his
The
function will be in the
offense will
film.
have to
So that
use
was
its
Perez
first time out of
just
the
moved to
half.
something that I think could be. It's a leak, it's an idea. I mean, I take every leak with a grain of salt, but like we can also talk about what he said Loki's role would be in this. It's not a huge spoiler. It's pretty. Any of you could have guessed it. It is interesting though. Like Thor's in the trailer talking to his father.
From
So
the
I think you're right about this
44-yard line,
concept
the
of this
offense
generation
snaps it on
story
first
being
down.
told.
Motion from the wide
Also
receivers.
because we don't really have that many stories from the multiverse saga to continue.
On the
Instead, the
move,
saga is meant to produce a lot of canon.
and
Which
he's
others will
stopped by that
continue.
big defensive tackle up front.
I think
And
it'll
that's
be
why he's
interesting
an
to see a
all-American
lot of people throughout
caliber
theories.
player. He
The
is just
doctor,
so physical and
his whole deal
dominant
in this
against the
is that
run. He's able
he
to shred blockers, use
that
his
whatever Steve did, right?
athleticism,
Steve
use his
decided to
speed,
stay.
get to the ball carrier, and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the
It's like maybe
entire country.
Steve's son.
And a nice
If
run
it's
there
several
before the
different
defense
went on
finally
to do
makes the stop.
something, or just if that diverged the timeline, or just in some way that ended the universe. He's got some bench.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Tony Stark just
He'll
flat
be
out tried to
stopped
stop him
about
because he
2
killed his
yards
mom.
short of
Like
a
in that
first
bit of
down.
passion. But you guys see revenge
These
as
offensive
motivations for
scripts
even
on
Tony
both
Stark.
sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 14-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give from the gun. Sliding off the defender. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It's been punch.
Maybe try that new most recipe.
Take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
I hope not. Yeah, I'd rather him be on a path of I'm going to save the world, and I'm going to save it right this time. I'm going to save it my way. I'm done doing things other people's way. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, to that point, I think revenge is just, it seems a little, writing-wise, a little too bland, in my opinion. I also just think Tony is trying to save the world and commits for everything that happens. I think that any type of revenge
Certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this This offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll move the wide receiver. Finding an escape route. Crosses the 45. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Offense in a bunch formation.
Timeout, Georgia.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Branch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Catches and passes the sticks and still on his feet. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
To the air, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Humphries. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.